children. Hope you're all doing fine. Today I'm going to tell you a small story in the form of a poem. In the last week you must have learnt the story The Shell Falls Apart, in which you would have understood how the tortoise fell from the sky and had a very damaged shell, and how shell got very rough. So now we're going to see first of all how the tortoise got its shell. This story is in the form of a poem. So for your syllabus, the chapter 1 lesson and poem is going to be based on tortoise. So now we'll go on to the story. So the story goes that there is a god named Zeus. He's going to get married and he's inviting all the creatures to attend his wedding. So every animal, bird, insects, they're going very happily to attend the wedding feast. So they're enjoying themselves. Finally what happened, there's only one animal which didn't attend the wedding feast. And that animal is tortoise. So the Zeus went to the tortoise and asked, "My dear friend, you are the only one who didn't attend the feast. What is the reason for that? Why you didn't come?" Tortoise is telling, "I know weddings are pretty much fun. It's an enjoyable event. But I'm a very simple person. I don't like going much to the weddings and having fun. Rather than that, I prefer being at home. So I'm happy by myself." On hearing this, God Zeus became very angry. He was very much angry that he gave a very terrible punishment to tortoise. So what is this punishment that Zeus gave to tortoise? That you will be knowing by the end of this story.
The title of this poem is How the Tortoise Got Its Shell. This poem was written by Judith Nichols. She is basically from Britain, UK. She has written many poems for children. She clearly understands what children likes, so she writes the poems which clearly attracts the children. She has published more than 50 books for children. About the poet. Judith Nichols is one of Britain's best-known poets for children. She has published more than 50 books. She has a good understanding of what entertains children and uses refrain and words to create sound effects in her poems. Her poems are often anthologized, and she has published many anthologies of her own. Anthologies means collection of poems, including Earthwise Poems on Conservation, Other Worlds, as well as her own collections including Dragon's Fire and Midnight Forest. So these are the names of the poems that she has written. She lives in Westbury, Wiltshire, England. Now we shall move to the poem. "Come to my feast," cried the great god Zeus. "Today I shall be wed." And from each corner of the earth all Zeus' creatures sped. Among so many religions, there is a particular religion that is followed in Greece that is called as the Greek religion. According to Greek religion, the highest god is named as Zeus. So what happened one day, this god Zeus is inviting everyone to a feast. He's telling that is the day that he's going to get married, and for that wedding feast he's inviting everyone. So from all the corners of the earth, every creature sped. Sped means they're going fast to attend the feast. In the next stanza, it is given the types of animals that has gone to the wedding feast. The flyers and the creepers, the long, the short, the tall, the crawlers and the leapers, the feathered, furred and bald, hunters, biters, finders, fighters, hooters, whistlers, roarers, squeakers, screamers, quackers, dreamers, nibblers, gulpers, borers. The hard words are given in red color and the meaning for it is given in the box below. You see the first line, the flyers and the creepers. The meaning is given in the box. Flyers means birds and creepers means animals that move along the ground. So these kind of animals and birds are going to the feast. The long, the short, the tall. So the animals which are long, which are short, which are tall, all of them are going to the feast. The crawlers and the leapers. The animals which crawl, like the crocodile, like the snail, and the leapers, the animals which jumps by taking long steps, just like the cheetah, the leopard. Those types of animals are also going to the feast. The feathered, furred, and bald. Feathered, the birds and animals with a lot of feather, like the peacock. Furred, the animals with a lot of fur, like the polar bear. And bald, the meaning is given in the box, animals without fur. So the animals with feathers, with fur, and animals without fur, all of them are going to the wedding feast. Hunters, biters, finders, fighters. So the animals which hunts other animal, which bites other animal, which finds other animal and eat, and which fights with other animals to eat, all these animals are present at the feast. Hooters, whistlers, and roarers. These are all the sounds which are made by the animals. The hooting sound is the sound that is made by the owl at night. And the whistling sound, it is mostly made by caterpillars. Then roarers, the animals which make a roaring noise like that of a lion, they are also present at the wedding feast. Squeakers, screamers, quackers, dreamers. So the sound of squeaking is the one that is made by pigeon, okay, and animals which make screaming noises like that of a fox. And squawkers, the meaning is given down in the box, the birds which make loud harsh cries. So those kind of birds and dreamers, all of them have gone to the wedding feast. Nibblers, gulpers, and borers. Nibbling is the one which animals make in the form of eating. You must have seen how the rabbits eat. Very, very small bitings of the food is what they do. That is called nibbling. So those kind of animals. The gulpers, the meaning is given in the box. Animals that swallow their prey whole, like the snake. And the borers, animals with sharp horns, like the bison, bull. All these kinds of animals have gone to the wedding feast. Next stanza. Paws and claws from hills and shores, from south, from north, from west and east, from mountain tops and forest floors, all Zeus's creatures join the feast except the tortoise. In this stanza, the different directions from which the animals have come are being mentioned. So in the first line it's given paws and claws, which means the hand and foot of the animals. Basically it represents animals. So the animals from the hillsides and shores, they have come from all directions. So from the north, south, east and west, from all the four directions animals have come. From the mountains and also from the forest, all the creatures have joined the feast. All have joined except one, and that one animal is tortoise. Next answer. They raved, they pranced, they feasted, danced. 6 days and night each creature stayed, to chatter, flatter, clap and cheer at the great god Zeus's grand parade, except the tortoise. The meaning is given in the box. Raved means took part in a noisy, enjoyable party. Pranced means jumped and danced happily and gaily, which means all the creatures that have attended the feast, they are very happy. They have took part joyfully in the feast. They are dancing, they are jumping. So that is the first line that is given there. And they stayed there for 6 days and night. The wedding celebrations went on for 6 days and night. And what did they do? They chatter, they flatter, they clap and cheer. Chatter is they were talking among themselves. Flatter, they praised the god who gave the feast. They were clapping him and they were cheering each other. So all this happened at the great god Zeus's grand parade. Grand parade, the parade meaning is given. It refers to the grand wedding celebration that is being taken place. So all this are happening and all the creatures are enjoying except the tortoise. Next day. Why weren't you there, my friend? Asked Zeus. The day that I was wed. The tortoise smiled her slow small smile and raised her slow small head. A wedding feast is fun, I guess, but I'm a simple one. I'm happy by myself, she said, and there's no place quite like home. So what's happening the next day? This god Zeus is asking the tortoise, so you are not present at the wedding feast. Why? Why you didn't come? So the tortoise is giving a small smile. It's raising its head, and she's telling, I know wedding feast is very fun. Okay, there's a lot of things to enjoy in a feast, but I'm a very simple one. I'm a very simple person, and I keep happy by myself. Okay, I am not the person who comes and enjoys in a wedding feast. Like that, the tortoise is telling, and it's concluding that there is no place quite like home. So it's telling, I feel very comfortable and happy being at home. So this made the Zeus very angry. How dare you stay away, roared Zeus. I'll show you just what for.
From this day on, you will carry your home on your back forevermore. So the god Zeus got very angry. He shouted at the tortoise and he gave tortoise a very difficult punishment. The punishment is that the tortoise will be carrying its home wherever it goes. So the home of the tortoise is its shell. So wherever you see a tortoise, you will always be seeing it inside the shell. So according to this story, it is because that the god Zeus gave punishment to the tortoise for not attending the feast. So this is the story of how the tortoise got its shell. The PDF of this poem has been shared with you. Do the reading practice 2 or 3 times to get used to the pronunciations. Hope you like the story. See you in the next class.